Hello, I don't know how to introduce, to be honest. Like, genuinely, I don't know. So are gonna have to help me with an introduction, like, "Yo, welcome back to Weird Flex, but revive," like something like that. You get what I mean? Because we need an intro. We need that low community feel, like I was saying in the last video. And in fact, in the last video, I just want to thank everyone for all the support, because I've had messages in Snapchat in the comments and actually in person about how funny it was, how you can't wait to see the actual new videos that I'm going to be doing, and different requests and stuff like that. And definitely keep in contact, keep me giving feedback and how I can improve the content, because this is going to be for you. Yes, it is helping me and being able to explain it to other people, but it is mostly for the purpose to help you. So if you want any requests or all like that, obviously nothing subject specific yet, but more on a general term, because then I can do possibly subject specific for like how to revise history, or how to revise geography or whatever like that later on. Just now we're going to get the basics, the foundations, everything sorted out now, and then we can move on to the emotional side, like motivation, stress, pressure, and then also actual subject specific, where you can have actual methods that are directly linking to that subject and how to revise it. But I just like to obviously say a good thank you to everyone, and subscribe, notification bell, all of that, like, and tell me just any feedback, because I need it. So like I said in the intro, first thing we need to do is create that stable foundation, that proper foundation where we have consistency and we know what we're doing, we know where we need to improve on, and we know how we're going to do it. So revision timetable time. Yeah, revision timetable time. Literally, I'm going to get straight into it. No waffling, no nothing. Subjects. We're going to start right at the basics. The subjects we've chosen year 9, obviously, our choices. So, the subjects I do, and again, like I said, all of these examples will be readily available on Snapchat, full clear pictures as well as summary slides. This video is just for you to understand it properly, me to comprehensively like explain it to you, and then obviously your examples and everything, or questions that you have, either in the comments, Snapchat, all of that, you know how it works. So literally, most basic thing, subjects, I'll read them out to you: biology, chemistry, geography, history, German, English language, and English lit, and obviously maths as well. Those are all my subjects. I do triple, so I obviously have different sciences. Obviously people on combined science do have different sciences, but they get 2 grades, and obviously their grades affect each other for paper 1 and paper 2, but we won't get into that right now. And then next we're going to go with current grades, literally what we're currently working at. So I use my November mocks to like create that, and that was basically just showing where I'm at and what I'm currently working at. So I'll give you an example: biology got 9, geography got 9, physics I got 5, but we're not going to talk about physics. And also, I know that people are going to be like, "Oh, why is he complaining about getting a 5 in physics?" Relative to my work and my expectations, that's bad. I need to get into a whole video, but literally just know that if I'm going to say something, it's going to be relative to me, relative to my aspirations, relative to my effort that I know that I could put in, or that I can put in, or that I am putting in. It is all relative. I need to do a whole video. I'm not going to go on about that now, but relativity, that's what you need to remember, because people have different mindsets and different viewpoints on what they can do and what they can't do, and what is a good grade and what is a bad grade, and that needs to be just addressed completely on its own. But again, with my desired grades there, you will get an example on Snapchat like I've said before. But the desired grades, I'll give you an example: biology 9, chemistry 9, and physics 9. Obviously that's a huge jump, but again, that is just me being relative to myself and what I know that I could do if I put that effort in, if I worked and did all of these different revision methods, but also had that motivation and everything like that. So again, relative for your both current grades, if you think that they're bad or whatever, indifferent, and desired grades, what you think you can get, both aspirational but also realistic to what effort you are going to be putting in, and what time, hardship, and all of that is going to be getting put into trying to achieve that, and obviously trying to motivate yourself to do that. But again, with linking, like flowing quite nicely, there is prioritizing and like the improvements required, both in your actual confidence in the subject, but mainly your exam technique and your exam performance. So for me, again, This will be on Snapchat and readily available. Maths, physics and English language are the most improvements needed, the most significant ones. So I've grouped mine in groups of 3, so I've got obviously maths, physics and English language, and then after that I've got German, history and geography, and then lastly I've got English lit, biology and chemistry. So those, yes, the ones that are least prioritised still need consistency and improvement there, because you need to get that consistent, that stable grade, whatever you want, but you can't let it lack and just be doing all the things that you need rapid improvement. You need to be balanced in what you're doing, or else it can have an adverse effect in your grades. Yes, you might get a really good grade in something, but something that you was really good at, you can instantly just forget most of it. So again, that will be coming up next and later on. But school timetable, literally what you're going to be doing and how you're going to be doing it is going to be affected by a school timetable. But before that, we're going to go into your opinions on your subjects and creating the first little draft of what your subjects are like and how you're going to be revising them. So again, literally subjects at the top, and then after schools, whatever you call them, extra study support lessons, hours after school, I have 5 a week. Yes, I know, for an hour after school I have no life. Thank you. Yes, I know. But Monday, I guess I'm telling you everything. Monday I do maths, Tuesday I do triple, Wednesday I do geography, Thursday I do English lit, and Friday I do German. Who doesn't want to be in school on a Friday until 4 o'clock doing German? Exactly. You can't disagree. But and then that moves into the love and the hate subjects. This is basically the main focus of this revision guide. Yes, adapting it and using it to be in like cohabitance with like your actual things that you're doing now, like your actual school. I said school weird. Your actual school timetable and the things that you're needing to focus on, but also the things that you personally love and hate, because that is going to give you that incentive to actually do the thing that you hate first, which is going to be the structure. So the hate subject first, and then the love subject, you can easily change that to doing like hate, love, hate, or hate, love, break, love, hate, whatever like that. But having that hate first means that yes, you are going to struggle with it, yes, you don't like to revise it, but when you have the love after it, it means yes, if I do effective revision now and I do this thing that I struggle with and try to improve in it, I get to revise the thing that I love and that I find easy to revise, or I enjoy revising. So for me, biology, chemistry, geography, 3 things that I'm doing at A level, and English lit are my love subjects. And then hate is physics, maths and English language, as well as history. Obviously purely subjective, purely based on what you think you love or what you generally like to learn or like to revise or all like that. So again, I've already talked over the love and the hate, but for the first draft of the revision timetable, you're going to plug in any after schools that you do, so like any after school study supports, whatever you want to call them, plug those in first, and then do it from Monday to Friday, and then a love and a hate subject. So for example, physics and English lit on Monday, English language and geography on Tuesday, and so forth, kind of doing a rough draft, first draft. But obviously this will, again with this now, the actual school timetable, that is your own personal school timetable, will adapt it, but that is just getting a general understanding and a first draft of what your revision timetable is going to look like around. So again, I've done literally a school timetable and then a general structure. So I've got period 1, period 2, and then a break, which is like 20-ish minutes, 25 minutes, and then period 3, lunchtime, which is around 35 minutes, and then period 4 and 5, and then obviously my extra hour after school every single day. So with this, it's the subjects that, again, I'm going to talk about subjects so much this video, but this is the key thing. So subjects, literally, so Monday for example, I do business, German, and then I've got break, and then maths and lunch, and then science and English language. So for me personally, I don't want to be, and I've also got maths after school on Monday, remember that. I don't want to be doing, that's already 2 hours of maths. I don't want to be doing an extra hour of maths after school anyways as my hate subjects, after going to that hour of revision anyways. Do you get what I mean? So the fact that I have, say, 2 or 3 lessons of a single subject, either that I love or that I hate, especially that I hate but also that I love in the same sense, because if I love it and I'm just doing it purely because I'm good at it or I find it quite easy, then that's not going to do any improvement either. So you're doing like a complete school timetable, a complete school timetable of what your subjects you have, and then adapting this first draft of your revision timetable to basically suit your school timetable, so you're not overwhelmed and you're not sort of stressed about how much of one subject you're doing per day, and it's balanced in that sense. That will completely help you and understand, so you have a balance both on having a break from maths, say, for one day, or because in my school we do our core subjects 4 times a week, having a balance on maths or English or something like that, and making it completely adaptable and subjective to what you do, because obviously I don't even have the same timetable as anyone in my year group, and some people have chose the same options. So with that, I can't be doing it like this is what you should do, this and this. It needs to be adapted to you, and this is just a rough outline and a rough sort of plan which you can follow, and hopefully will be quite helpful to you. But again, this is going to be leading on to this. This is extra smaller sections of possible revision. So before school, at lunchtime or break time, I've literally just labelled the structure again of the lunchtime and break time and kind of plan a rough thing on what I'm doing. So at break time I normally get food, go to the common room. If you see me, I'm rough fat. You already know with my creations, my £5 creations, but that's what I'll be doing at break. And then lunchtime I normally revise or do work, so catching up on homework or anything like that. So, and also if you're going to be doing this the little smaller period of time, so before school, say like 10-20 minutes, I would say, or at lunchtime for like 30ish minutes, I would say do the subjects you most struggle with, so your highest priorities and basically your hate subjects, because that smaller period of time, and that's going to build over that's going to build over time. That is going to help you become strengthened and progress in that subject. Yes, you don't like it, but it is just a small period of time that you're going to do in your revision. It's not going to be your main revision section and your revision slot, but because you've got that extra little time, you might as well do the ones that you struggle with the most. So for me, Monday is physics, Tuesday is English language, Wednesday I do history, Thursday I do maths, and Friday I do physics again. So because I need the most improvement in physics, obviously completely adaptable and changeable to whatever your needs are. So this is where our final complete revision timetable comes, and then we're going to get into timings and variations and stuff like that. So the day of the week, Monday to Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the thing that you're going to be doing, so the smaller section, so before school, at lunch, at break time, or anything like that, that sort of revision, and again with the one that you struggle with the most, the highest priority, you're going to put that in first, and then obviously include your 6th period, if you're having it. If you don't have any, then don't. And then obviously using the love-hate structure by giving you that incentive to do something that you hate, by giving you a reward by revising something that you love, doing that. And obviously we've already talked about the variations in which you can do, like love, hate, love, or whatever like that, but make sure you kind of using that method. Yes, you can adapt it and completely change it to whatever you need, but that is a rough outline, and I found that myself, but also people that I've already told the method to, is finding it very, very motivational and just helpful. But obviously we've got the revision timetable now. You say that you've made it. Now how do we actually revise within time reasoning? So to be honest, for me and for quite a lot of people, I would say don't do less than 15 minutes of revision. And this is what I mean with 15 minutes. It's like 5, 10, 15-ish minutes. Those brackets are small, 5 increments. I'd say do either little active recall things, and that's like, do you know the revision guides, there's like end of topic questions and stuff like that, literally do them. So quick fire stuff like flashcards, little pop quiz and stuff like that, and just like AO1 knowledge quizzes. So there's like in history and geography, there's like different case studies and different things that you need to know, like general knowledge that you should know for that subject. Do little quizzes like that, and those should be in the 5, 10, 15 minute increments. And then for your main slots of revision, it should be at least, I'd say 20 to 25 minutes. That is one section. 30 to 35 minutes you could also do, and then 40 to 45 minutes. But normally after 45 minutes, or possibly even 40 minutes, people find it that one, they're not fully concentrating, and then that obviously means the revision's not effective. but then that they're not able to actually sit down for that long of a period of time. So I'd max it at 40 to 45 minutes. Even if you do have a very long concentration period, I'd still max it at that, to be honest. But with the 20 to 25 minutes, me, again, personally, but also the market research that I've shown and that I've carried out, it shows that one, people think over half of the revision time, so say if you're doing 20 minutes and you have like or 25 minutes and you're doing a 20-minute break, that just makes them feel like they're not doing enough work. Yes, breaks are completely important because it removes you and it relaxes you and it gives you that space in your brain to actually digest and fully absorb the information, definitely. But if you're doing the same or a very close amount of time to revising as well as resting, me, myself, and quite a lot of people have found that that isn't helpful to like at all to any extent, because it's that psychological sort of mindset where I'm doing as much work as I'm resting, and yes, I do need rest, but it shouldn't be as like a 1-to-1 or a very close ratio. So to be honest, for 20 minutes or 20 to 25 minute break, like the revision slot, I'd say to like a 10 or 15 minute break. Personally, for me, you might need to do a bit more, but obviously that based on what your psyche is, sort of thing. Like if you think if you're doing almost as much rest and you're doing actual revision, then that's not going to be effective. But then 30 to 35 minutes, I'd say around either 15 or like 20 to 25 minutes people normally go for, and then 40 to 45 minutes. Again, personally for me, I would say like 20-ish minutes or 25-minute break, but you could easily do like a 30-minute or 35-minute break. But I think that's almost near the end of the video. We've been through how to make it, what it is, how to use it, obviously using the different time variations, why we use it. But thank you, I know I said but a lot, and I don't know how this has went, because obviously this is the first actual video of content. Please give me feedback, like and all of that. Tell me what I need to improve on. Tell me anything that you want me to cover. Obviously, like I said at the beginning of the video, subject specific stuff will be after I've done everything general. Message me on Snapchat at @xmannycomratex. These resources are going to be able to be found on there and readily available with clear screenshots and pictures of them, as well as end and summary slides. Hope you enjoyed. This has been Weird Flex but Revised by Manny Comrie. Good night, good day, whatever time you're watching it. Hopefully it is been helpful, but I'll see you in the next one or whatever.